Poughkeepsie, New York. Hey, close. And went to Ohio State, Columbus, Ohio. It was a trip at that time about 700 miles because you either had the northern route, which was the New York State Thruway, you had the southern route, which was the Pennsylvania Turnpike. 80 wasn't finished at this time. And we had a few people going from my town to that school, so we used to carpool and then go back and forth, you know, for breaks and Christmas and everything. Now, this one particular time, I was driving alone back from Columbus, Ohio to Poughkeepsie. And I took the northern route, and I don't know why I took the northern route, because this was Christmas break. And our thing was, when we drove, you know, if it was snowing, we'd slow down to 60. We brought along 6 packs for each of us to rehydrate on the way. And so I did that. I had a 6-pack. Going along 60 in about 3 inches of snow, I started to skid, lost control, went over the side of the road down an embankment on the median, you know, because it's like a V-shaped embankment. And of course I couldn't get out by myself. So I got out of the car and scrambled up the embankment back on the road. It was almost blizzard conditions, and I couldn't see anything in either direction. So I said, well, I better start walking, you know, to get some help, because I'm not going to get out of here. And about that time, the 6-pack started to kick in. So here's nice snow, you know, nice snow, and I'm writing on the snow my name, my address, my phone number, my email address. No, I'm just kidding, we didn't have email at that time. The Gettysburg Address, and 7 years ago, the preamble to the Constitution. We the people of the United States. And by that time, the 6-pack kind of went out. So I zipped up, walking along. The state trooper pulls up alongside me. He says, rolls down the window. He says, buddy, are you okay? Am I okay? I hate that question. I'm okay. I can walk, I can wave my arms. Yes, officer, I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. What made you go into that skid? What skid? I was distracted. Well, what distracted you? A bee. A bee in the middle of winter? Well, they have a hive in the car, and when it warms up, they swarm. Okay. Listen, here's what I want you to do. Now, as I'm talking to him, the snow is starting to let up. Now this way, there's nothing. Back there, I notice there's a semi-tractor trailer jackknifed across the road, turned over, stuff spilled all over the road. Behind him is another tractor trailer. And then I'm starting to see lights, flashing lights, and I'm starting to hear sirens. So I didn't have to ask him, did I cause all that? And he didn't have time to give me a breathalyzer test, because he had a lot of work to do back there. So he says, here's what I want you to do. Well, I'm going to call a tow truck. We're going to tow you out, and then down the road, the first exit, take a right. With about a mile, there's a Bluebird Inn. I want you to check in for the night. I'll tell my dispatcher you're going to be there. You'll be a guest of the state of New York. Because we want to question you in the morning. Okay. To make a long story short, I went to the motel, checked in. They knew I was coming. Woke up the next morning about 9 o'clock, did the continental breakfast. I'm waiting, and I'm starting to think, you know, he said I was a guest of the state of New York. And how much carnage did I cause, and how long now will I be a guest of the state of New York? So 9, 10, 11, And I'm thinking, he said he's going to question me in the morning. I was out of there. I never heard from them again.